Here's my dream again. Oh God, here's my dream again. Started up front of our house, and it was a totally different house than what we had. Front was done with wooden posts going around the front yard, and the driveway was big, and the front had a weird mound in it with a marking on it. The marking was a skull with lines for the skull eyes and then the brows. And Dougie was mad when he walked up. He was carrying something. He asked if I knew what the mound was. At first I thought he would ask what the yard was, but he wasn't talking about the yard. He was talking about the designs in it. It was one of those little line designs on a mound right next to the fence post where the hedges used to be. And the design was in front of the house, in a design pattern in the yard itself on the grass. We went in, and Aunt was there, and I was very sad for some reason. I think because Mommy already died. In this dream, Mama died. She was already dead, but Dad didn't. Daddy was still alive, and Mama died. In real life, Daddy died, and then Mom did a year later. But in this dream, Mama died. Cancer. And I was sad, and Aunt showed me a video. Aunt had a video on one of his cameras of Mama. It was an old video. Old when Nicole was a little girl and Rachel was a little girl. Babies, almost. Like toddler or past. Young. I thought in my dream, this is Nicole and Rach, and Nicole is so old now. Nicole's older now. She's 16. Almost. And I thought, I love this. This is when my family was together. We were all there. Mama was there, and she had really really dark brown hair. And it was pushed up and forward. I don't know if she ever wore it that way, but she looked good and so happy. And she was laughing, and kids were laughing. We were all laughing. Dougie let out a big bellowless laugh. And he was so happy. And Aunt was there, and Patty, and Stevie, and Nicole, and Nick, and Rach, and Joyce. Me, Dougie, Aunt, Patty, and Daddy maybe. And Mama was so happy, and I was so sad in my dream, and I asked Aunt if he could put the video on YouTube. He said he could. It's a good idea, he said. So he went to go do it on a laptop, mom's laptop, and he tried to put it in the USB drive. And I said, hey, Aunt, we can just connect this laptop directly to the internet, because it was set up through a weird desktop connection and then keyboard attached to it. So we went to unattach it and hook it up, and the keyboard the laptop was tied into some weird phone thing with a big button in the middle. And I said, hey, you know what, I can unhook this and set it up. And then Patty was there trying to help us get the computer down and set it up and get the video on YouTube, when all of a sudden we heard noise upstairs, and it was Dad. He was bugging out. Stevie came down or went up to go check it out, and he said, oh, Granddad's fucking bugging out. And he said, oh, I'm not gonna touch him. And I was afraid Stevie was gonna get mad, because Stevie used to get mad really often and always fight with Dad. But I said, alright, Stevie, I'll go up. And he went to go help with the laptop. But we were all together, which was the happy part of my dream. We were all together, which may not ever happen again. But it was so good when it did, and I miss it a lot. So I went upstairs, and Daddy was there, and Daddy was with the shirt off, and he was fatter than normal. He was fatter than normal. And he was bugging out. Something was making him feel really upset and yelling, and I just went to him with my arms wide open to go hug him, and I said, Dad, I love you, Daddy. I miss Mom. And he was saying, Michael, don't come near me, Michael. Don't come near me. He said, something's wrong, something's not right. And I just went to him with my arms really slow, and I fell down my knees, and I just hugged him, and he calmed down. And then there was this drumming. Then, I don't know when, but Daddy came in, and he was calm. I don't remember what happened, but then we were back in the room, but it was an empty room. It was only pillows on the floor, and blankets, and then boxes like it was being moved out of. And Dad almost fell. But he laid down on the pillows on a little mattress on bed, and I said, Dad, I really miss Mom. I really miss her. And I don't really know if he got into it. He did too, I could tell. He was so sad. And then I was thinking in my dream, what if Daddy was really alive and Mom really died? It didn't work that way. Daddy died first, then a year later Mom died. They're both dead now. But I dreamt that Daddy was alive and Mama still died. But reverse order. And Dad said, hey Michael, you know, I was just going crazy because of that drumming, that voodoo drumming. And it was like the drumming of a djembe or a bongo or conga echoing through our neighborhood. And I heard people all having a party. And I looked out some window. I don't know if it was our house or neighbor's house we were in, because I saw next door. It was a new house, new people in the house. And I thought of my house, because I think new people are living in it now, because we moved out of it in real life. And I looked over and I was seeing these people just having a good time, partying, going with the music. And then across the fence in a diagonal yard, I think is where the banga, the djembe drums were coming from. They were bugging Dad out, and he was hearing them. We listened to them together. And I laid on him and I hugged him, because I got to be with Daddy. And it was so nice to be able to lay there with Dad and hug him. And have our family together again, which we just don't do. I think so. My aunts and uncles got together for Stevie's birthday. But Dougie and Patty still are talking, and our mom and dad are dead, and I live in fucking California. And it's really been hurting me a lot for the past couple of years. And I still miss my parents a lot. I try to get friends again. I get the relationships I have with them, but I can't. I can't get it. And I don't have anything like them, and I miss them. And I started really feeling responsible, because after Dad died, I wasn't there for Mom. I wasn't there for her at all. I was playing fucking video games and being depressed, and she was really depressed and needed somebody to talk to, and I wasn't there for her. And she died a year later. And she's gone now. And they're both gone now. And the family's there, but just we miss her and we're not together and we don't communicate. And this dream was really good, because I just dreamt about my mom and my dad and my family. And I really miss them. I think that's it.